Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the gentleman from Arizona for giving me this opportunity to speak on behalf of H.R. 519, the Water and Agricultural Tax Reform Act of 2017. I also want to thank Mr. Thompson for his work on this and making sure that this is, in fact, a bipartisan effort and a much better bill than it started out as. I also want to thank Chairman Brady and the Ways and Means Committee for working with me to bring this bill to the floor. I introduced this bill last year, and Chairman Brady has been a good partner in assisting with its passage from the committee. Mr. Speaker, farmers, ranchers, and families, businesses, sportsmen, everyone in my district relies on water for their livelihood. But in the arid prairies of the Great Plains, water is running short. Under the blistering Colorado sun, poorly watered crops quickly become less productive and may die altogether. Farmers around my district tell me they are moving operations elsewhere because they don't have access to water or they simply can't afford it. Agricultural communities around the nation will face economic crisis if farmers and ranchers cannot afford water. H.R. 519, the Water Act, is a key step towards solving this problem. It offers farmers and ranchers an affordable water supply. And in doing so, it supports not only our agricultural communities, but everyone in America who relies on farms and ranches for food. My bill seeks to help farmers by empowering them to support each other. Many farmers rely on nonprofit, member-owned cooperatives to supply their water. These mutual irrigation and ditch companies give farmers ownership in their water supply. However, current IRS regulations prohibit these nonprofits from generating more than 15% of their revenue from non-member sources. If they exceed this 15% threshold, they lose their tax-exempt status. H.R. 519 responds by removing caps on how much revenue these water companies can raise from non-member sources, allowing them, for example, to sell water access for recreational use or raise funds through crossing fees. The only requirement is that this revenue must be reinvested in maintenance, operations, and infrastructure improvements, keeping water prices affordable for the members and upholding the nonprofit ideals of the cooperative. With this financial freedom, mutual irrigation and ditch companies can continue to play a vital role in supporting our nation's farmers. The bill also reforms the IRS treatment of member voting eligibility for cooperatives, protecting mutual associations that have complied with state law for years. By empowering nonprofit mutual irrigation and ditch companies to raise revenue from non-member sources, H.R. 519 will reduce the cost of water for cash-strapped farmers. I urge the House to help our rural communities and, frankly, all of America by passing the Water and Agricultural Tax Reform Act. I yield back the balance of my time.